Hello friends, welcome back to another build video. Today I'm building this Tamiya 148 scale Ki-84. I decided to build this for the Plastic Posse Podcast's 100th episode group build. If you're not already a listener of the Plastic Posse Podcast, please go check them out on your favorite podcast platform. I will link the Triple P in the description below. The group build had about a 4-week deadline by the time I found out about it, so I already knew I wasn't going to invest a ton of time into this now 50-year-old model kit. The goal for this build was pretty simple, and that was emphasized by the Plastic Posse when they announced it. It was supposed to be a Tamiya 148 scale kit and meant to be put together relatively simply. Not a whole bunch of detailing, not designed to be some sort of best of show winner at nationals, for example, but the idea was to get something on your bench, get it done, and then get it off the bench within that time frame. Originally, it was only 148 scale armor model kits, but it was quickly expanded to include aircraft, which is when I decided to jump in because I actually had this kit already. Despite the age of the mold, it actually still fits together pretty well. I didn't want to invest a bunch of time in the construction, so I will totally admit that I kind of phoned it in. I did do a little bit of sanding, as you can see here with my Infini products, but I didn't want to invest a ton of time into trying to fix every little construction blemish. The leading edges of the wings are probably the most egregious issue. I had to do quite a bit of sanding here and actually resorted to the hobby knife to try to make this a little bit quicker. It's not perfect, but like I said, construction fixes were not a huge concern for me on this because I had a limited time frame. Like most manufacturers years ago, Tamiya molded the lines on where you're supposed to paint the yellow for the propellers, so I wanted to make sure I got that sanded all off first before I painted them. I doubt the inside of the canopy frame was black, but I was being lazy. I didn't feel like trying to remix the cockpit color to do that first. Considering the tight timeline for this project, a natural metal finish seemed like a logical choice to avoid having to do a bunch of camouflage work. I started with the base coat here and went on pretty light. Wasn't too worried about getting full coverage because my concept was to go back and try to give the aircraft kind of an oxidized look, which I'll show here in just a moment. I totally made up this weird paint concoction. There's no science behind it. I just thought that this might give a good oxidized look. So I focused on spraying this on the center of the panels, avoiding the panel lines to sort of give that pre-shaded look, I guess. I don't know. It seemed to work out okay. The paint is still relatively shiny like natural metal would be, but as you can see here, it does give kind of an oxidized look, I think. For a first try, I was decently pleased with the results. Since Japanese markings are about as simple as it gets, I figured I'd try painting them on this aircraft. So I broke out my digital caliper, measured the decals to figure out the size of the roundels, and then I got out 40mm wide tape that I bought off Amazon, and broke out my display circle cutter. I love this tool. I don't use it very often, but every time I need to cut a perfect circle, it is invaluable. So highly recommend this tool. It's kind of pricey, but well worth it. So I cut out all the circles. I placed those on first. I figured it was easier to get the alignment where I wanted by putting the circles down first, and then I cut out the outlines and put them down as you see here. Mr. Color does make a specific Hinamaru. I think that's how you say it. If I pronounce that wrong, sorry. They do make the exact color for this. I didn't have it in my paint collection, and I didn't really want to have to wait to order it, so I just used regular red. I know it's too bright, but it's all I had on hand. This red is also a gloss color, so I thinned it with Mr. Rapid Thinner, hoping that it would tone it down a little bit and make it more of like a semi-gloss, and I think it did okay. Got fairly close. initially shared pictures of this build to get it in before the deadline on the Plastic Posse Facebook group. It was pointed out to me that the drop tanks probably would not have been this yellow color, despite the fact that I've seen this similar color on a lot of other models of this aircraft. They probably would have just been, again, natural metal, but I wanted to add a little pop of color, so I know it's probably not accurate, but that's alright with me. I used Tamiya black panel liner on the more oily bits like the wheels and the landing gear, but when it came to the airframe I switched to brown panel liner because I was concerned that the black would be a little bit too stark against the natural metal finish. As I started weathering this plane, I decided the concept was going to be a very generic Ki-84. I wasn't trying to replicate any specific aircraft, and I wanted to do a very late war aircraft, so something think like July or maybe even August of 1945 that was really getting used and abused, and it was really only on the ground to rearm and refuel before being sent back up to go after B-29s. So I focused on a lot of dirt and grime around the access bays for the guns, and as you'll see in a little bit, the exhaust staining I went really heavy because again my concept was this thing is taken off full power to try to get up to the altitude of intercepting the B-29s. Everything you're seeing so far is oil paint, mostly burnt umber. I'm not very good with oil paints for weathering. I'm still trying to practice, so if you have any feedback, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to know what I could do better. I like to thin my paint with isopropyl alcohol when I'm doing exhaust staining because it makes it dry almost instantaneously when you put it down, and you can thin it out a lot and build it up very slowly to get to that point where you get the right opacity you're looking for without it being totally opaque where you can't see through it at all, right? I also went pretty heavy on the gun smoke because, again, in my mind this thing's going up every day to shoot down B-29s, probably multiple times a day, so be dumping all its ammo and making a lot of residue. I've read in so many different places that the markings were really well taken care of on Japanese aircraft, despite how much weathering they may have gotten, because they were very proud of the symbol. But I did want to kind of soften up the edges a little bit and at least give them a little bit of distressing. So I'm almost dry brushing on silver here to create some very slight chipping and make it look like the edges are peeling just a little bit in a few spots. Nothing too crazy. When it came to the underside of the aircraft, I didn't do a whole bunch of mud and dirt that had been flung up. I figured this late in the war, it's probably taking off from a relatively prepared airfield, either mainland Japan or one of the very nearby surrounding smaller islands, so didn't really make a lot of sense to do a whole bunch of grime and dirt under the aircraft, especially with how little time it would be spending on the ground anyway. Well, as we wrap up some of the details here, I just want to take a moment to say thank you to the Plastic Posse Podcast for hosting this group build, and also what they do with their podcast itself. They're really pushing the hobby forward in a relatively new medium, so I think they're doing a great job for all of us that enjoy scale modeling. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please leave your feedback and a comment. I am always looking to improve, so any criticism you have would be great, and I hope you'll consider subscribing if you like what you saw. One last fun fact, this is actually the first time I've added the wire to an aircraft like this using EasyLine, so I'll have to do this more in the future.